Traveling is like a reset. And what better way to reset than being a big kid for your birthday?
When you feel it in your body, making me dance, making me wanna get naughty. When you feel it in your body, when you feel it in your body, when you feel it in your body, making me dance, making me wanna get naughty. When you feel it in your body, when you feel it in your body.
I've been working so hard lately. I was just so excited that it was my birthday. And I really didn't know what I was going to do for my birthday. So I just booked me a random trip to Orlando. I'm so excited. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm so excited. I'm going to be a nice, good age, okay? And I am going to be a big kid in Florida. So I'm finally at my hotel, Orlando. Gonna have a nice, extravagant day. And I'm about to go and get my food today. So I'm eating at my mimosa. You know, it's so crazy. When I'm home, I'm a homebody, but when I travel, I'm trying to explore everything. I love to see interesting things, beautiful cars, and just have a good time. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to go to Universal Studios or Wild Adventures. And I'm over here like, I don't know, because I'm looking at Universal Studios and it's nothing how it used to be. Half of the stuff they have, they don't, like when back in the day, they don't have anymore. And they were like, it's more interactive rides, whereas Wild Adventures is all types of rides. Now, I'm a Pisces, and us Pisces, we love being by some water. So, of course, I was going to have to find a boat ride somewhere. I definitely didn't feel like going all the way to the beach. So, I found me a nice little scenic boat ride.
We're starting off today on beautiful Lake Osceola. We're going to be on 3 lakes and going through Osceola, through Venetian to Maitland today. To our right, that is the Alvin Palachuk Museum of Art. Mr. Palachuk was a sculptor. He was with us here until 1965, and when he passed away, he gave the house to his daughters, and they in kind then gave it to the city of Winter Park. Winter Park, if you look closely at the backyard, you'll see some of his sculpture work there. He's so connected to what we call the Capon House. That Capon House has only been there for 12 years, but it's one of the oldest homes here on the Winter Park chain of lakes. That dock right there, we often get hired as private guides. We'll bring the wedding party to that dock, drop them off, they grab a glass of champagne, walk up that sidewalk into their wedding reception. It's kind of cool. This house over here was owned by Mr. John Sinclair. Anybody familiar with Sinclair Oil? Sinclair Oil has a logo, and it's a green dinosaur. Do you know the dinosaur, like in the Flintstones? So when the Sinclairs were here in town, they would actually take that dinosaur, put it out there on the lawn to let people know that they were here and welcoming people. It's beautiful. The canals were man-made. The lakes were not. The lakes were formed by sinkholes, and all of our canals were made for the express purposes of moving logs, timber, from lake to lake, ultimately winding up on the shores of Lake Virginia. This tree right here is a southern pine tree, one of the trees that was allowed to remain 125 years old, and it was coveted for the use in flooring material, wood floors. My first house in Orlando was built in 1925, and I had the privilege of having Buddy Limbo down, limbo, limbo, limbo down. This tree that we're going underneath, there is a live oak tree, and on the branches of this tree are some ferns that don't look like they're in such great shape. However, those ferns are called resurrection ferns miles away.
I don't know what it is about water, but when I are surrounded by a body of water, it makes me feel at peace. It makes me feel loved. It makes me feel meditative. It makes me feel like a great reset.
This has been there for 125 years. What's kind of unique about this property is we look along the shoreline here. What do we see over here?
Grass.
Grass. What don't
Trees,
we see?
houses.
Straight ahead of us, we're looking at beautiful Rollins College. Rollins College began operations in the late 1800s, making it one of the oldest collegiate institutions in all of Florida. Mr. Packard created automobile industry. He created Packard motor cars. He sold beautiful luxury carriage automobiles, kind of following in the footsteps of Mr. Brewer, who built those carriages. The concept of that beautiful luxury horse-drawn carriage and dropping it on a chassis.
My pina colada is tipping over. I'm getting in the jacuzzi. I don't want my hair getting wet, so I'm gonna wrap it around. Hopefully my hair don't frizz up too much, since this is a jacuzzi. People said it was hot, so we're gonna see. It's my birthday, y'all. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. We're overlooking the view today. I'm going to go to Universal Studios and be a big kid. Y'all see my outfit? Oh, hi. So we're gonna be a big kid today, and we're gonna have so much fun. I haven't been to Universal Studios since like I was probably what, like 10 years old. But you know what? Actually, I'm going to Islands of Adventure because I just realized that Universal Studios doesn't even have like half of the expectations of the great adventures that we did when we were a kid. Like, they don't got the slime TV thingy. They don't got like the Twister ride. They don't got the ride where it was like a hurricane ride. I don't even think they have that King Kong ride. Like, I'm thinking that I'm gonna come to Universal Studios and they have all these ancient rides still there. But no, baby, they don't. The only ride they still have from like the 90s, early 2000s is the ET ride. So I just said, you know, I'm just gonna do Islands of Adventure Does look a little cloudy today, but we're gonna go early so we can get on as many rides because I think it's going to rain in the forecast, but we're gonna get on as many rides. All right, it's my birthday. Ow.
Walkway exit is approaching. Please.
Bend the bow. One thing about me, I said no matter how much older I get, I'm going to always be a big kid at heart. Not in a childish way, but like in, can we have some fun type of way? I be seeing like people my age, they be so boring. I'm a big kid today. I'm at Universal Studios and I'm going to go to Islands of Adventure. And we're going to have so much fun. Big kid. See, I feel like you should live life with like no regrets. Like I want to be like, I got to do this, I did that. And I mean like I can always go to a lounge or a bar or have another boring dinner. But this time I was like, I'm finna have some fun. I'm finna do me and I'm finna go on this trip randomly to Orlando and turn up. Rain on. I done had such a fun time here. I can't believe I got all on these roller coasters. These are big girl roller coasters. But I am excited because I'm doing everything that I want. Now I'm about to get on this type of ride. We spin. Check the fit. Check the fit. Check the fit. Check the fit. I'm going out tonight. I'm going out tonight for my birthday. For my birthday. Okay. I'm going out tonight. I'm gonna eat. Give me a little drinky drink and then I'm gonna come back here and go to sleep. Thank you.